Boa noite a todos, vamos começar mais um episódio de Hogwarts Legacy. Vamos começar onde deixámos ontem.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Vamos então começar. Vamos começar por qual task? Como assim?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Como é que é as pessoas? Não faço a menor ideia. Acho que estava ali marcado, é que não vi. Não, mas é aqui. Portanto.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any. What can I do for you today?
Portanto, era. Não sei qual é que era. Acho que era o Focus.
A wise decision.
E
Thank
outra
you.
não me lembro, tenho que ir ver.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Focus, Maxima Endurance.
What can I do for you today?
Não tenho dinheiro. Tipo, tudo. Olha, tenho de vender estas coisinhas.
Very good.
Não vale nada.
Never
mas
hurts to
olha.
keep my stocks replenished.
Acho que já dá. Falta-me máxima porque o Endurance eu fiz.
A wise decision.
Teoricamente.
Thank you.
ontem. Por isso, vamos lá ver. Não é assim, como é que se faz? Também não é assim. Não. Também não é assim.
Revelio.
Também não é assim. Juro que está a mandar ganda. Ah, pois. Como é que dizia? Primeiro, focus. Focus. Acquire. Portanto, agora temos que usar a máxima. E o Endurance.
Excellent.
Yes! Consegui. Estava aqui uma página a voar. Ah! Preciso. Isto deve ser em Hogwarts. Isto é no Library Annex. Library Annex, não sei. Mas é assim parecida.
When Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
How are your assignments coming along?
Suponho que ele tenha que estar aqui.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. The enchanted books here.
Ok.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Ok. O que é que temos para fazer mais? Eu hoje quero fazer o máximo tipo de tasks pequeninas e tentar fazer tipo uma task assim um bocadinho maior. Conferring é fixe, vamos fazer esta. Ah, é já aqui.
Help me.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Tá bem?
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
Eu fico cá fora. Muito bom.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt.
Revelia.
He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Pin up.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the
Enganei-me. Ups. Então qual é que é? É este? E vou fazer aonde?
Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it!
I think I've
Well
got it.
done.
Merecia uma estrelinha.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
Oh
You
shit.
there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
That is
Sebastian
true.
is going to get an earful about this.
Ok, qual é que é a próxima? Eu quero, tipo, conseguir a maior parte dos feitiços antes de continuar, tipo, the main story, mas acho que não vai ser possível.
I think he was hungry.
More like he doesn't like you.
Balthasar loves me. I'm his best friend.
And then the werewolves join the goblins.
Goblins, werewolves, where were you?
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard? I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over. Next. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now,
Agora qual é que é? Deve ser este.
Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag.
Can't you keep it down?
Wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Revelio.
Right. Nunca chego ali. No idea.
Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that?
Revelio.
Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can
Well then, the room can provide you with precise... Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Vamos mudar então. Ainda não temos nada no pescoço. Vamos mudar a aparência porque isto é um aspecto terrível. Péssимos. É coisa tão feia, Nossa Senhora me valha. Ai, não sei qual é que é melhor para sentar nesta. Esta por cá. Acho que não fiz equipped, espera aí. Coisa qualquer.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Tá, já percebemos.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring.
Conjuring?
Yes.
Vá, mexa-se lá. São partes que não interessam a ninguém. Mas têm que ser feitas, portanto.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called spellcrafts are like recipes. You should have acquired...
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as... They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite. Why don't you give it a try?
Tá bem.
You should find both...
O que era para fazer? A potion table. Sei onde está. Não era isto que eu queria fazer. É mais isto. Como é que eu ponho? Agora é a potting table. Vou ser aqui.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Não sei se quero, honestamente.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by... Return to me once...
Já tenho moonstone suficiente.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space. Why don't you try it?
Wall decorations. Oh meu Deus, que cena tão inútil. Desperdício do meu tempo. Portanto, isto deve ser para... Isto é do chão. Ainda por cima são 5.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to
O azul é
levitate
giro.
objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Oh, filho, eu só quero meter tipo... What? Dá bocado estava a dar. Ah, cena mais estúpida. Ou seja, não dá para meter tapetes onde ficam bem tapetes. Está certo. Estou a fazer porcaria, estou-me enganando nas teclas. Pode ser. O que há mais de chão? Só tapetes para o chão. Vamos ver o que há aqui. Pode ser. Amarelo. Por uma razão. Tiram aqui. Outra aqui. Acho que ainda falta. Não sei, pode ser aqui. Animal. E agora o wall.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Fiz pressão nenhuma. vou querer outro igual, não é? Tanto quadro que esta acho que só falta. Ainda falta.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any... You can change the colors. Let's get started, shall
O
we?
meu sonho, realmente.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Ok. Deve ser este. Gosto. Só para mudar a cor. Deve ser aqui. Não, era para a lâmpada. Como é que eu seleciono esta bodega? Isto só me está a selecionar a sala. Será que dá para fazer nos quadros, por exemplo? Não. Ah, dá. Change the size. Yeah. Vamos levar para aquela parede que está vazia. Just because. I can. Change the color of an item. Vamos tentar nesta. Não. Ah, oops. Yeah. Pode ser. Vou mudar a cor. Isto deve ser naquela. Olha esta cadeirinha aqui tão. Não, é para cadeira. Não posso ter só a cadeira. Ok. Como é que eu mudo a cor? Ah, já percebi.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced.
Mais.
You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
I already tried that, but okay. Acho que agora é para o chão. Não sei o que é que eu fiz, para ser muito honesto. Acho que eu não estou a fazer nada, mas pronto. Como é que eu aponto para o chão? Acho que são todos feios. Este não é assim tão feio.
Your space might benefit benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Fala-se já com ele, que é para ver se esta seca passa
Professor
logo de
Weasley
uma
said I
vez.
should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Pronto, está ótimo.
Quite a difference. Now you have learned to...
Thank you, Professor.
Indeed. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you need... If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more...
Thank you, Professor.
Good. I'll...
Agora gostava de fazer uma quest como deve ser. Sempre pensei que estou a jogar Sims. Isto é... Astronomy. Será que esta também é? Não, não é. Não tenho opções.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet...
Why would you want to take Toast...
to a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is...
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jack... Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised?
I was hoping you'd say... The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. there's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend?
I do.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess the potential and power of which will unlock the location of each of 4 trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keep, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So...
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long. They will test your abilities both, but of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you... Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As you're...
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful.
Eu pensei que íamos fazer alguma coisa interessante. Achei que íamos vir para aqui para mostrar só isto. Acho que é o World Map. É. Poxa. Ainda por cima não tem vassoura. Acho eu. Não tenho vassoura. Se calhar não foi muito boa ideia.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool them.
Se calhar o melhor é fazer a flying lesson antes de vir para aqui, não é? O que eu tenho para aqui? Onde é que está? Não. Não. Aqui. Se nunca mais lá chega, ainda por cima ali para aquela floresta macabra. Aí, Hogsmeade.
Just because you know Lumos.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London. And I've only just returned. Thankfully, with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silk, Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around.
Agora, será que tem dinheiro para comprar uma vassoura?
What are we looking for today?
Pois. Portanto, ainda temos que fazer outra coisa antes de comprar a vassoura.
Hope to see you again.
Que é roubar o máximo de baús que conseguirmos. Exato. Vamos lá começar a descoberta pelos baús.
I wish I'd paid more attention when I was at Hogwarts.
Completamente acabada. Espera, diz que há aqui um. Mas eu não queria que fosse roupa. Puxa. 300 moedas. Quer dizer, se for roupa posso vender, portanto também é aceito. Oh, olha, era mesmo isso. Era mesmo isso que uma pessoa queria. Que eu acho que assim já dá dinheiro para comprar a vassoura. Ficamos nas lonas outra vez, mas não faz mal. O que importa é ter a vassoura para não andarmos a pé.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Ah, já temos dinheiro. Agora, qual é que eu compro?
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
But you may know, I have some ideas. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. I could complete work on my first upgrade.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Pronto, quase feito. Depois vamos para a outra task. Zarolha.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
Fala com quem? Deve ser com esta.
Hello, Imelda. Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, Now people think you're competition. I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't be what passes for Slytherin these days. Pff, ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Actually, why not?
Eu sei que vou
I can
perder,
beat your
mas...
record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
O que eu carreguei na porcaria do botão? Ai, vovô, eu andar de vassoura sou completamente zarolha. Ai, mãe. Ah, falhei um. Pronto. Ah, falhei outro. Acho eu. Maybe not. Ah! Perdi-me outra vez. Isto é muito rápido. Devia de acertarmos os balões todos, mas estou satisfeita só de acertar, não? Meu Deus. Eu acho que perdi.
That's not... You must have cheated, you...
Afinal, não.
Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted, then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The
Não sei
next
como,
course
porque eu
near
sou completamente
Irondale
zarolha
offers a
de vassoura,
much
especialmente quando eu
tougher
é rápido.
challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
There you are. The Cross Wands duelist to beat.
Outra vez no coisa. Em Hogsmeade. Vamos lá. Despachar isto o mais depressa possível.
Be glad to hear how I fared.
Oh, you're back. With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
Pronto, tá bem, ninguém quer saber. Quests. Isto ainda está aqui? calhar não posso fazer. Isto não deu como acabado, não sei porquê. Ganda Rochelle. É o que eu digo. Eu estou sempre a encontrar as coisas.
I received an owl from her just the other day. And as for her affection,
intriguing place, Zanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little...
Isto é um desafio, é jogar sem as opções de vida.
No, it isn't. This way.
Só porque me esqueci de as
I'd
fazer.
suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Não era isto que ele queria? Se calhar não.
Quickly now.
Oh.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Tota. Well done.
São tantos, puta que pariu esta merda.
never wait when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Quantos mais eu conseguir fazer esta merda melhor, né? Assim não morro. Ia dizer que agora eles me viram, mas não viram. Eles são demasiado burros. Nossa Senhora me valha. Mas este aqui devem-me conseguir ver. Mas também faço no... E depois mexo. Já temos 2 poções. Ainda ninguém me viu. Eu matei antes que ele me visse.
I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
Done. Yay. Acho que não há mais. Tem aqui cenas, espera aí. Ok. A única porcaria de estar. Acho que já posso tirar o invisível. Acho. Não tenho certeza de tudo.
Orders directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Estava aqui um pontinho. Oh, filha da... Que assustou.
I will draw blood.
Enganei-me. Ainda por cima é tipo...
Pity, not quite.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizardry.
Peraí, tem que apanhar as moedas como a pessoa está pobre. Peraí. Oh, você tem ideia, não quer dizer que eu tenha. Espera um bocadinho.
Let's head inside. Looks like we found the entrance.
Só para isso que os goblins servem para dar dinheiro.
It's locked.
It's not anymore.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Estamos aqui pelo dinheiro.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles.
Acho que não há mais nada aqui. Umas moedinhas. Ah, não é moedas, agora é roupa.
Revelio.
Que dá moedas, portanto. Não estou a queixar.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sanbakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Então vamos começar o first trial. Ok.
Downstairs, near the entry.
Imagina, no outro jogo que eu fiz, que era o Ravenclaw, eu nunca vendi nenhum dos bichos, portanto, nem me lembro se aprendi ou não. Provavelmente aprendi.
Revelio. I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Acho que por enquanto não há aqui nada interessante. Ai, que ia caído. Nossa senhora. Ok, deve ser para baixo. Digo eu.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Moedinhas são sempre bem-vindas. Mais moedinhas. Vamos a trocar já. No cloak. Coisa tão feia, Nossa Senhora Mavânia. Está por baixo não combina muito, mas pronto, a gente finge que sim. Acho que é para este lado. Não estou enganado, acho eu. É, para aqui. Ai filha, tu estás-me a apontar para ali, mas eu não quero ir para ali.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Pois eu sei o quê. Não sei se quer descobrir. Não há baús? Não há baús. Não há baús. Só umas moedinhas, pá, não custa assim tanto. Já começa.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Ainda por cima são 3. Tinha visto um. What? Estás a destruir a tua própria casa. Espera, há mais. Aonde? Aonde? Não há nada mais. Agora.
These look familiar.
Eu acho que tenho que puxar esta porcaria para aqui. A única coisa que me faz sentido. Mas agora daqui vão para onde? Não tem nenhuma passagem. Eu acho. Ah, tem. O que é aqui? Ah, mas tinha ali um baú. Espera aí. Como é que eu vou para ali? Isto vai dar muito trabalho. Literalmente não há nada para puxar ali. Faz mal. Ok, faz sentido agora. Vou olhar aquele mauzinho no instante. Agora estamos perdidos outra vez. Ah, ir ali para o meio, tem outro baú. Eu acho que me vou esmerdalhar. Eu sabia que me ia esmerdalhar toda. Porquê que eu fiz isto? Isto foi um ato mesmo burro. Foi burrice extrema.
Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Bem pensado, filha, bem pensado. Ok. Eu só faço porcaria desta vez. Senão me atiro. Só por causa de uma porcaria de um baú. Vamos virar assim. É uma sala só.
The room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Então como é que vamos resolver isto? Já percebi.
I can see a way out on one side, but when I pass through the archway, it's blocked by a wall.
Se eu for assim, fica assim. Se eu for assim, fica assim. Continuamos no mesmo sítio. Ou seja, muito útil. Muito útil. Eu não acredito que seja a mandar daqui que isto vai resolver alguma coisa. Eu achava que era assim. Isto não é. Obviamente. Porque isto assim fica da mesma forma. I have no idea.
I can see a way out on one side, but when I pass through the archway, it's blocked by a wall.
Então o que é que queres fazer à parede? Anda lá abaixo. Ai! Mas quando tu passas para aqui, está bloqueado. Isso tu deves ter que fazer alguma coisa para desbloquear a parede. Digo eu. Vá, manda-te lá, não sejas cagufas. Estou completamente à toa. É que não faço a menor das ideias. Tira-te lá.
I can see a way out on one side, but when I pass through the archway, it's blocked by a wall.
Dias que eu só tenho que seguir em frente. E estava a ser burra que nem um calhau. Tipo, era só eu seguir em frente. Não tinha tentado isso. Pois, é bem parecia. Isto é a minha inteligência às vezes. Espanta-me. É só passar por trás, tipo. Consegui!
More statues.
Ah, porra! Foi mesmo na orelha. Mesmo do meio da testa. se a Indiana faz a ponta de um chaveiro. Já está. Nem parece tipo 10 minutos de volta do puzzle mais simples da minha vida. Tipo, meu Deus, nunca me senti tão burra na minha vida toda. Mas pronto. Fingi que não aconteceu. Mas de certeza vou meter isto como um clipe da Twitch porque isto é inexplicável. Ok, nós devemos ter de usar aquela bodega. Agora. Para quê? Não, deve estar a ser muito burra. Só pode. Olha, este ficou sem cabeça. Não estou a gostar, este está inteiro, praticamente.
Rebellion.
Deve ter que levar esta porcaria a passear a algum sítio. Agora aonde? Ok. Deve ser aqui por baixo. Não? Não. Eu não sei o que é que estou a fazer, para ser muito honesta. Estou bem confusa. Agora, o que é que eu vou fazer com... Mas eu não consigo agarrar a nada, como é que ele me está a dizer? What? Vou ter aqui com o amiguinho sem cabeça. Afinal... Pois é, já me lembro. Agora tenho que passar pela porta de maneira a que não fique ali a porcaria do... Ai, mãe. Oh, filho, estás aqui a fazer?
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Okay. Conseguimos. É o que importa. Não importa a vergonha que eu passei. O que importa é que conseguimos.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Ai, mãe. É a vergonha que eu estou prestes a passar neste momento. Ai! Bem no meio do... Sai daí, filha. Já está. Qual é que tem mais vida? Eu acho que vem o maior. Se eu me lembro bem. Ah não, vem os mini-meus. Ah, vou levar com o mesmo no meio do cu. Ai, mãe. O que é que vem a seguir? O que é que vem a seguir? Não é mais nada, não é? Vamos lá tirar um bocadinho de cauninha. Já chega.
Ravenia.
Já chega. Vem esta bodega. Ok. Assim que a ideia seja pôr-me do outro lado. Sem me atirar, né, filha? Não estou a ver ali nenhum cubito. Porquê que eu acho que tenho que passar com o cubo? E agora? Como é que resolvemos isto? Isto parece a queda para o infinito. Não estou a gostar muito da ideia. Isso aqui parece-me assim um bocadinho mais...
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Ai filha, porque é que estás a mandar? Isso mesmo. Isto de vez em quando uma pessoa pensa. Só de vez em quando. Mas como é que eu vou para lá? That's my main question. Como é que é suposto eu... Ai mãe, que aqui como é que suicídio.
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
Ai, 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 ai. E agora? Como é que a gente sobe lá para cima? Porque eu quis a porcaria do baú. Acho que é só chegar aqui. Só para eu esperar assim um bocadinho em segurança, visto que eu sou mais astrada todo também.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other?
Esta rapariga de vez em quando passa. Não percebi o que é que ela disse. Disse Accio on the other. Não percebi. Ela disse Accio, não disse ter pulso. E mesmo assim eu não percebi. Isto o meu cérebro está muito bom trabalhar lá nesta. Deixa-me ver o que é que ela disse. Estava aqui morrendo. Morri, quase morri. Mas não morri. Eu não vejo outra plataforma. Não estou a entender o que ela quer fazer.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
Como assim on the other? Eu não vejo outra. Tem que ir para ali. Como assim on the other? Só uma plataforma. Tu é à tua. Bem, isto tem que estar aqui por algum motivo, não é? Porquê? Eu não sei.
What
Como
if
assim?
I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
Yeah. Mais uma vez a minha burrice espanta. Obrigada. Levantar-me às 8 da manhã não é comigo. Definitivamente. Esta hora já tenho o cérebro todo frito. Quando eles dão estas poçõezinhas nunca é muito boa ideia. Porque vem sempre aí porcaria. Yeah. Vem os chefes. Eles dão capaz de cortes. Deixa eu ver o que é que eu tenho mais aqui. Não tenho mais nada, né? Pois. Ah, tenho. 5. Vou tão morrer. Então, mas isto vem lá das profundezas? É agora. Que bom. Pelo menos tenho as 10 poções. Achava que esta merda resultava. Às vezes acho que tem que ser com o X de tempo. Ele vai na cozinha. Era grande feito se eu não precisasse usar uma única coisinha, mas eu acho que eu vou precisar. Pois, por causa desta merda. Vou tirar a palma. Ai, mãe. Eu vou-te explicar porquê. Porque eu, no outro que eu fiz, eu esta hora tipo, eu já não tinha poções. O vosso aparece eu já não tenho poções. Já é muito bom ter 9 poções. Como? Isso é uma questão para amanhã, não é para agora.
What a relief.
Mesmo, podes querer, de outra vez morrer tipo 3 ou 4 vezes, no mínimo. Houve uma delas que até me atirei tipo, para fora da arena. Portanto, estamos a ter avanços.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better.
Já agora, só vi agora, obrigada pelo sub.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
Acho que é assim que se diz.
The drought was years ago. But the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Também quero tratar dos emotes entre amanhã e depois da manhã. Portanto, isso há de ficar resolvido entre amanhã. Por volta da manhã, depois da manhã, mais ou menos por aí.
Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh,
eu já os tenho feitos, só falta mesmo meter na
Welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. You look familiar, sir.
I imagine you saw me in the first pensive you accessed, in Gringotts. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Acho que vou fazer mais uma quest. E depois acabamos a live. Eu queria começar a fazer
Professor?
Have you
mais alguns
encountered
jogos.
swirling traces of magic in the
Experimentar
world?
alguns jogos.
Aside from
tiver
those along
alguma-
our path.
Not that I recall.
Alguma
What are
ideia
they?
ou alguma
Evidence of
sugestão
the
que
Keeper's
estejam à vontade
efforts
para
to
dar aí.
manipulate the
Eu
power
quero
of
aprender a
ancient
jogar mais
magic
alguma
during
coisa.
our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Eu estou numa de jogar tipo tudo o que sugerirem. Sugeriram Path of Exile. Tenho experimentado. Pronto, tenho jogado LOL e Overwatch 2. O Path of Exile é o único que ainda não experimentei da lista. Mas já o instalei.
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready.
Está sempre jeito. E vou guardar os outros. Não preciso gastar já tudo. Coisa tão feia, Nossa Senhora me valha. Qual é que eu faço agora? Não sei, porque não me apetece andar à procura das pages e dos tesouros todos. Portanto, acho que vou só fazer the main story e os side quests e fico por aí. Porque eu já acabei nos Ravenclaw e tipo, não me apetece andar outra vez à procura de tudo. Acho que acaba por ser um bocado perda de tempo. Não é perda de tempo, mas acaba por ser algo que as pessoas, vocês se calhar também não querem ver. Porque é mais por aí.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Eu também acabei, mas lá está, foi nos Ravenclaw. E não me apetece mesmo nada. Estar à procura dos tesouros e das pages todas. Não me apetece muito.
None of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly.
E ouvi dizer que as histórias e as quests são diferentes de casa para casa e queria tipo experimentar.
Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
E agora é comida.
Would you mind feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you. That's good news. He seems very nice. He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Também já me disseram para jogar GTA, mas RP. Isso eu não sei se vou fazer. Não me parece muito.
Oh,
mas nunca
couple
sabe.
of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Não é uma cena que tipo, combine comigo, por isso eu acho que eu vou acabar por nem fazer. Portanto. Eu gosto bem de jogos com história.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Measles, just as you did with Gerald. Her measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor.
I did. How did you...
It was wonderful.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for
Não,
whiskers.
nem conheço, mas é questão de eu pesquisar e de ver em que é que consiste isso. Faz o meu tipo.
Yes, Professor.
They're
Mas
nearly as
ficou
bad as
anotado
the
como uma
Savagers in
opção.
Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer,
Vou já guardar aqui o
stumbling
nome.
over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The ministry, perhaps.
Também não me importava de experimentar Diablo
An
4.
optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Eu acho que nós não vamos acabar esta tese
Did you need
hoje.
something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Epá,
I wouldn't
se é
take
para a
this
seguir
to
tenho mesmo que ir
anyone
atrás dela.
In fact, you're the first.
Mas eu precisava de acabar o live mesmo.
Well,
Mas pronto, vamos ver se conseguimos fazer isto
I
rápido.
think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Pode ser que seja rápido.
Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant.
I suspected you'd...
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the...
Perhaps. Did you know? I've seen it firsthand with her. It's a longer story. You may have noticed.
Professor Howard mentioned the...
I don't often agree. The poachers in... They're up to something. I'm just not...
That does seem strange.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going...
I think that's a fine...
And the more I know...
You seem undeterred.
Oh, very well. I should be going.
Pronto. Está feito por hoje. Vamos guardar o jogo e vamos, como sempre, onde guardamos é onde começamos a próxima live. Eu à sexta-feira costumo ficar um bocadinho mais tempo, porque lá está, não trabalho ao sábado e amanhã tenho que acordar super cedo. Por isso, tenho mesmo de ficar por aqui. Mas de qualquer das formas, amanhã vou tentar começar um bocadinho mais cedo, por volta das 9, que é para ver se adiantamos um bocadinho mais da história e se conseguimos ficar mais tempo do que as 2 horas, que é o normal das lives. Começou a ser o normal das lives de Hogwarts, comecei a tirar mais tempo para Hogwarts e a tirar o tempo de LOL e de outros jogos. Portanto, vemo-nos amanhã, espero eu. Portanto, tenham um bom descanso e vemo-nos amanhã para continuarmos aqui o nosso caminho por Hogwarts, digamos assim. Até amanhã.